How are you doing? All right, let's hope this works. It was a huge pain in the ass to get this to work. I will tell you. I had to install and download so much stuff to physically get this to operate. Let me make sure you guys can hear it. I think you should be able to hear it. Let's do a hearing test. Can you guys hear this? Hey, I think you can. All right, we ready? This is Dracula 3. To give you a quick recap, this is the third in the series, obviously. It's taken me 2 or 3 months to play this one. And again, it's because the game was a monumental pain in the ass to get to work. Spoilers, we don't do those here. You can go watch all the VODs. But here we go. Dracula 3, Return of Dracula 3. The Path of the Dracula. How did the last one even end? Okay, that's the whole opening cut. I was waiting for something a little more elaborate. But that's okay. We were stuck in a box. We might have a recap of that. I don't know. New game. I don't think this matters. Also, I want to make this really clear. This game notoriously is unbearable. The puzzles are unbearable. Sometimes it's like 1 pixel that you can't even see. So I am completely open to have. Somebody is gonna probably. I'm gonna need help. We're gonna do this together. I don't care about like beating this normally. I don't. Where's my mouse? Oh, my mouse is currently locked into the screen. So, oh, there it is. Okay. Let me get back in the mod chat. The mods already have the walkthrough open, by the way. All right, here we go. Let me turn it up a little bit because we want the sound effects. We want the weird shit. Let's begin. I woke up in a box. Okay, wait, we already saw that, but anyways. This is the Vatican.
Is it the fear of death that is tormenting you?
The fear of suffocating, Monsignor. At Caporetto, a shell buried my unit. I was the lone survivor.
God spared your life. May he bring peace to your soul.
His word guides me through my trials. After my nightmare, I opened the Bible and read this passage from Isaiah. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Ah, no. You use the Bible to interpret your dreams. Please, don't sink to superstition.
Your Eminence, since God rules the world, nothing happens by chance. Everything is the expression of his will. Everything must have a sense.
And it is not in the power of man to discover it. Ah, no. Your hunger for answers leads you astray. Please, let's get back to the matter at hand.
Is this before or after what happened last time?
Vladoviste in the bishopric of Alba Iula.
In Transylvania? The region has just been annexed by Romania, has it not?
To be sure. They speak mostly Romanian there, as well as a little Hungarian and German. 3 languages you know well. You will investigate
don't worry
the case
about it.
of Martha Calugaru,
Okay.
a physician and scientist who died a few months ago.
And we're already investigating?
The postulator of her cause has presented solid arguments to justify a rapid process. Naturally, this mustn't influence you, but you know your duty, don't you, Mr. Devil's Advocate?
Okay. This is a completely new story? It's not the same guy from the first one?
Devil's Advocate, promoter of the faith. Monsignor Briganti has entrusted me with a great responsibility. God help me be worthy of it. Will Martha Caligari one day be counted among the saints of the Catholic Church?
Is it the same Dracula?
I hope so.
Wait, is it different
Truth must
Dracula?
prevail.
No, it's gotta be the
My
same Dracula,
investigation must
right?
leave nothing in the dark.
Okay.
This is not the time to take the train. I still have things to do here.
Well, okay, I go.
Before anything else, let's try to find that inn where I reserved my
I gotta find
room.
the inn.
That huge,
Wait, I
brightly
got a
lit
tip.
building must be the inn.
Okay, I found the inn already. I don't think I can do anything else. We're going right in. Garlic.
What a delicious looking basket. I see the inn's kitchen lacks for nothing, which, for that matter, is astonishing in this ruined country.
It does look kind of good. There's a basket of garlic and bread. You actually can't go wrong there. What's in
That's
there?
the outbox for the mail.
Okay, what's in there?
That's
What's that?
the outbox for the mail.
What's that thing? All right, first weird character of the night. Let's see.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Father Arno Moriani.
Kind of looks like the character from
You're the
Towerborne
one
that I
who's
made.
come from Rome about Martha. Hello, Father. Your room's waiting. First one on the right at the top of the staircase. You already got a letter. I put it on your table.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hosanna, Father. Call me Hosanna. It's the name they christened me with.
Did you know Dr. Martha Alugaru well?
Oh, yeah. Really well. She saved my kid, you see. He was real sick. She sent him to the seashore. The doctor put it like this. Hosanna, your boy's got to change climates. And if it'll make the difference for you, I'll pay the expenses. That woman was truly a saint.
But he said, what is the
often go
accent?
pray on her grave.
I don't know.
Yes,
I thought it
one
was
thing.
Boston at first.
Young Master Peckmaster told me he'd sure like to meet you.
Mr.
It sounds like she's
Peckmaster?
telling you this through a voicemail.
Yeah, Janos Peckmaster. He's one of my lodgers. He got the room across from yours. He's in the parlor right now.
Very well. I'll go say hello now.
Okay.
There's no point.
Oh, there is always a point to ring a fun bell. You dick. All right, let's go. Oh boy. Oh, okay, there's an actual... I don't want to make anybody sick.
Hello, Father. Delighted to meet you.
Who's this guy? That's a huge book. That book is way too big.
I'm Janos Peckmaster, assistant professor in the medieval history department at the University of Alba Iulia.
Father Arno Moriani.
It's a talking
the
book.
Congregation of Rights.
I won't ask you what you've come here for. The whole village is aware of it.
And you? What brings you to Vladiviste?
I'm verifying some locations and doing a little excavation at the Castle of Twilight on the heights near the village.
That must be fascinating. Is the structure well preserved?
Fascinating.
Before the
Someone's
war,
gonna get
it
killed
was
with
in
that book.
perfect
I hope he
condition.
smashes somebody in the head with it.
Unfortunately, it suffered enormously during the 1916 counteroffensive.
Okay. I hope that a world of peace will grow over all these ruins.
We can hope so.
I was in the war as a priest medic in the Italian army. I was at Asiago and Caporetto.
As for me, I
This kinda
prefer
sounds like a
forgetting
table
all
read.
those years.
That's the wise thing to do.
No,
I
it
wish
sounds
I could
fine.
do the same.
Hey, don't disrespect Dracula 3, all right? We are here as but humble observers of this game. Why is it so
Just
itchy?
between us, it was a terrible defeat for the Romanian army. Without its allies' help, Romania would never have obtained Transylvania. Do you want to meet me tomorrow at the Castle of Twilight?
Okay, Castle
You can
Twilight.
see the ruins from the village. To get up there, go through the crossroads of the Broken Oak.
That would be a great pleasure.
Okay. All right, how do you leave a conversation like this, right? I've already started for too long. If you stand here for too long, you have to bring something else up to make it seem like you actually wanted to stay. I have to say something else, right? What about all these books?
The Monte Septimanal.
That didn't really need a
That's a
cutscene.
regional weekly. The issues are bound, classified by year.
There's gonna be some puzzle with this bullshit.
Huh. Nothing much happened that year.
Am I gonna pick every one of these books and we're gonna get a different cutscene of him reacting to the book? Wait a minute. What about 1903? I think so. I gotta go through every single one.
Huh. Nothing much happened that year.
Okay, what about 1904?
It'd be better for me to focus my research
Oh,
instead of
I hit
randomly
the-
consulting documents.
I hit the cooldown period. Nope. Oh, we got something in 1905. The Vesanese Foundation opens a dispensary in Vladiviste. With vapes, flour, and oil. I really tried for that one. It just kind of fell out. And how could I not say edibles? What's wrong with me? Okay, so the new Vladiviste dispensary will benefit from the latest advances in science. The foundation administrators have entrusted Dr. Martha Kalugarul with managing the establishment. This modern young woman of renowned competence will have the mission of caring for the population while pursuing ambitious research in the area of blood administration. With support from the Vesanese Foundation, the Miskea Corporation has just completed the construction of a factory producing electricity with the help of water wheels. In the course of a year, domestic power service will be provided to all the populated areas. Cool. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, hold on a second. Let me get my glasses. The new Vladiviste dispensary will benefit from the late... Wait, actually, there might be stuff in here. 12th grader, by the way. I've read that pretty much. I can't pronounce an Italian name. Anything in here that's weird? This reminds me of Blueprints. Do you remember that? Anybody that played Blueprints? The amount of psychotic, like, do this on every single thing you've ever picked up. Go like this. Scan the entire thing. It doesn't matter if it takes an hour. And that's it, okay. All the documents that you find are archived and may be necessary to view them at any time. Right-click, then press Documents. Oh, cool, okay. I just have a Bible? Oh my fucking god, this is 3,353 pages! Is the whole Holy Bible in the game? Oh my god. Dude, open the book at random. You will discover wise words, sometimes even predictions, which are strikingly in tune with your situation. Click on the button as many times as needed. So this is the hint? Okay, I ain't reading the entire Holy Bible right now. I have to check into the hotel room, guys. Looking pretty damn good. Okay, looking snappy. Hello? I'm not reading the Bible before I check into the hotel room. First door on the right.
This must be my room.
Sink in the room. Is there a bathroom? Where do you go to the bathroom?
This oak wardrobe is very solid. This oak wardrobe is very solid.
Okay.
This oak wardrobe is very solid.
Ooh, read the whole Bible.
A missive from the Diocese of Alba Eula. It concerns Martha.
All right, so open it. Don't skip all the way to 6. Oh, we're missing... Oh, this is... Okay. Birth of Bucharest of Martha Kalugarul, the offspring of a very old Catholic family, orphaned at the age of 10. She's brought up by an unmarried aunt. In 1891, she passes an examination organized by the Vesanici Foundation and receives a grant to pursue medical studies. Okay, then about 10 years later, she's the first Romanian woman admitted to the examination for the Royal Hospital internship. Then, 1 year later, she passes the experimental physiology qualifying exam. Okay. Did a bunch of stuff. She won a prize for the use of sodium citrate in blood conservation. Miss Martha Kalugarul and Professor von Kruger after a conference given at the Bucharest Academy of Sciences. Okay, if I just did this and it went, just screamed at me, that would have been insane. All right, place your bets if Professor von Kruger is evil. Okay. Threat of war, fighting rages around the village, cares for equal devotion for the combatants of both camps. She traverses the battlefield. Okay. Martha comes to the aid of Vladiviste inhabitants. Okay, so there's a war. Exhausted by the tough work that she took on herself for a year, Martha died at her residence. One of her last good deeds was to pay her own funds the trip to the sea of a sickly child. Her grave is the object of immediate devotion. Okay. So that's, we got some
This
info on
biography
Martha.
cannot be objective, of course, but it helps to capture Martha's personality. It's about time I seriously started my investigation.
Okay. And that investigation is, where is Dracula? No, I want to go to bed.
This must be the room of Janos Peckmester.
I don't want to talk to this guy.
Smells of tobacco. My next door neighbor is a heavy smoker.
You can't smoke in a hotel room. You get fucking thrown out for that.
It's not polite to burst in on people this way.
So knock. Excuse me, no smoking. Okay, this is what you do. You make like... and then you leave. Should I go to bed? He ain't gonna hit us with the sleigh right now. He's not gonna hit us with the sleigh, right? That's unfucking believable. Okay, if you feel lost, take a few steps in order to clear your mind, then review your objectives, but do not follow them blindly. Contact the parish priest and talk to him about Martha. Visit Martha's grave. And okay, so we just gotta go. What is the save button? Very important, because I'm gonna do it literally right now. Yeah, like I'm not starting over. Okay, so we got to go to the grave.
It's not polite to burst in on people
Use the
this way.
phone? Oh, okay, I can use the phone. Anything else I can do here, though? That poor person. I shouldn't have knocked on their door for no reason. All right, let's call somebody. Who the hell did I just call?
Pennsylvania Telephone Company.
Like fucking
Number,
Elmo?
please.
A Jack in the Box? Like, who am I even calling? Oh, it's the operator. Okay.
Just one moment, please. Hello? International Switchboard? Rome for Vladiviste. Rome? Vatican 65. Please
You just
hold.
call the Vatican.
You're connected.
Okay. It's the Vatican's just...
This is Cardinal Felicio Brigand.
Some guy just answers the phone.
This is Father Arno Moriani.
Delighted to hear your voice. So, Mr.
You're the Pope on the other end of the line.
What's the weather like in Transylvania?
Stormy. But that doesn't bother me. It gives the countryside a kind of tragic coloring.
My goodness, Arno, you haven't changed. What can I do for you?
Okay. Can I contact the Diocese of Alba Lula directly?
No, it's better that I contact them if need be.
Okay, what's the reason for such haste in the investigation of Martha's case?
The Diocese of Albayula let it be known that the canonization of a local native would enable the Catholics, who are in minority in Transylvania, to reaffirm their identity with regard to the Orthodox. This can be very important in a nation under construction. That's why the process began so quickly. Your mission is delicate.
Yeah, it actually does look like the
Difficult to
new
accomplish
Pope from
without
Chicago.
offending someone, but I have faith
That
in
is
you.
really weird.
You'll know how to act suitably.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
Oh, there he goes. Okay. All right, well, this is some good info. Now we gotta go to the grave. I'm not gonna be able to get over this shit, honestly. Everything I see it. So let's go. Let's just go. I can go this way.
Nobody in the streets. What a gloomy atmosphere.
To skip a line of dialogue, press the space bar. Actually, really good to know. Okay. Look around for items. I want to make sure I collect stuff.
My lord, war has caused so much damage.
All right, I mean, yeah, that's terrible. But I thought I was gonna get jumped by like a fucking monster or something. Going this way. My heart is racing. Here you will receive neither glory nor wealth, but the rest of the body and the peace of the soul. Oh boy. This is where shit gets hooked. Who's this?
Hey, sir!
This is weird.
How do you do? I'm Father Arno Moriani of the Sacred Congregation of Rites.
Ah, you're the one come for our Martha. Welcome, Father. I'm Jordan Michu, gravedigger and sexton of the parish.
Okay. Could I speak to the parish priest?
Father Gregorio Nijescu, he left for the south on a cure. He was real
Darn it.
tired. Especially after the death of Martha, she helped him a lot with his good works. The bishop hasn't found a replacement yet, so once again we got no priest. Like during the war.
Can we contact him?
He left a phone number. Ask for Costanza 135.
Okay, I guess I will. I'm sorry.
Sure, I knew her. She was a darn good doctor, with all due respect. And she had guts. She saved a lot of folks during the war. And then, young Ariel, that everybody was sure had an evil eye cast on him.
All right, so we got a new
sure
phone
to
number.
die. But that ain't all.
Yes?
She works miracles.
Explain that to me.
Weren't for her,
I hope this guy
I'd have
doesn't
the
die.
back all
He
busted.
probably is going to die,
'Cause
though.
Let me tell you, she heals even better since she died. That's why people go to her grave and light candles there.
I'll leave you. You seem to have a great deal of work.
Well, with all due respect, Father, I gotta move the old ones to make room for the newcomers.
What? Well, it was nice to meet you. There's somebody else over here. Hold on. There's a grave. Whoa. Are these cutscenes just showing the guy contemplating in deep thought? I keep feeling we're gonna get something from them, but we got a whole lot of nothing from them.
Hey!
Oh God, another one of these. They just like, what's weird? They walk up to you so strangely.
Hello, my name is Ionel.
Hello, son. I am Father Arno.
You're the one who's come to get Martha into heaven?
Oh, I'm not the one who decides that, you know. I'm just here to question people to find out who she was.
She gave injections. When I was little, that scared me, but she always gave me candy afterwards. She was nice. And she's even nicer since she's dead.
Is that so? Explain that to me.
She protects people. When you go to some bad spot in the middle of the night, you have to repeat 3 times, Saint Martha, protect me, and nothing will happen to you. The gravedigger told me that. And also, when you burn a candle on her grave,
Okay, so we gotta burn a candle.
you can make a wish.
Have you made one?
I asked Martha to send me a friend to play with. I had one, but he died. And then another one, but he left. So now I'm bored.
Jesus. Okay. Oh, don't get into any trouble, son.
I asked Martha to...
Martha, our guardian angel, the parishioners of Vladiviste.
It's closed.
In memory of poor Anne Muteno, who perished in 1840 in a terrible fire. This still covers a child whom death took away too soon. Okay, anything else? I guess... I thought the kid was gone. I was like, oh shit, that kid was a ghost. Dude, imagine getting Fabio'd like that. You guys ever seen that before? When Fabio was on a roller coaster and he got hit in the face by a bird? It's one of the most fucked up things ever. Check your toupee. Your toupee is gone. It was a goose? Yeah, dude. It's so bad. His face is covered in blood. It's fucked up.
Here's a wooden church, typical of the region. What luck that the bombing spared it.
Can I get up there? We gotta find her. Where's her grave? Did I miss it? I can go this way. Was that her grave back here? Not this one, right?
It's closed.
Oh, okay, I visited it. Okay, we can call the church now, right? Oh my god, that's so high up. Didn't even go to the church. I don't think I could climb up there. Oh, here's the dispensary.
Come in! It's open!
Okay, coming in. What the fuck?
Come here. I'm in the kitchens.
Sorry, my noise gate might have screwed that up. I'm sorry. I thought that was a huge dog.
Hello, miss. I'm Father Arno Moriani.
I am Dr. Maria Florescu. Have you come from the Vatican, Father?
Ah, I see that news travels quickly.
Ozana is a chatterbox, you know. So, I've learned that you reserved a room at the inn, and that you've come with regard to the canonization of Martha Caligaro.
I'd like to know more about her.
To be more exact, I'm here to conduct a preliminary inquiry. In fact, I'd like to ask you a few questions in that respect, but I hope I'm not bothering you, Doctor.
Call me Maria, please, and I'd be very happy
Okay,
to
first
help.
name basis. What do you know?
I've read the research she published. I also know about her through what the villagers say, and from the traces she left in this house. She led an austere life and worked a great deal.
Is this
Her
double
only distraction
audio?
was photography. All her equipment is still here.
She sounds like she's an android. This is like a robot voice from Fallout. I feel like I'm playing Fallout 4. What brought you to work here?
I'd wanted to set myself up since the end of my studies,
She's a
but I
synth.
didn't have the money to buy a practice. The Vesnicia Foundation offered me this job after the death of Dr. Caligaro. I accepted it right away. I'm put up, I earn a salary for tending to the poor, and I can develop a small private practice on the side.
Okay. The members of the parish say they were cured after praying to Saint Martha.
In fact, I did observe several spontaneous cures, but, you know, this sort of thing happens relatively frequently. Spontaneous does not necessarily mean miraculous. Everything is possible. Don't hesitate to come back if you think I can help you, or I can stop by the inn if you prefer.
So she's curing
You will
people.
always be welcome. But please, don't go to the trouble. I'll come by again.
Everyone's really itchy. Look at that was the second time I've seen somebody itch. What's that?
This isn't the right time. This isn't the right time.
I can't wash my hands in somebody's house? Well, I guess that is kind of weird.
This isn't the right time.
I can't just start cooking food?
This isn't the right time.
I can't, like,
This
poke
isn't
the
the right
fire to
time.
make it warmer in here? Okay, would it be weird if I were to turn this way, be like, yeah, oh yeah, so you have you seen Martha? And just start washing my hands over here. Would that be weird? Is it like, hey, do you mind if I wash my hands in the sink? I feel like if you ask, it's fine. Gotta be something in here I can grab. Can I use your phone? You got a phone?
It'd be better for me to call from the inn.
Why?
The treatment room. Nothing for me there right now.
There's gonna be some fucked up stuff in there. Guaranteed. Okay, well. I got everything.
Don't stay in that drafty hall.
Is she telling me to leave? I'm getting kicked out. Uh-oh, Dracula.
I thought I saw something move behind that
Dog
window
got
a
me
while
again.
ago. Was I dreaming? The house seems abandoned.
Should I go in there? I don't think I can even go over there. This whole town is definitely vampires. That's why they're all itchy and stuff. Where am I going? Bro, where are you going? I wanted to go back to the inn and call the priest. Why did I walked 10 miles. Third Mountain Brigade, a detachment from the Legion of the Transylvanian Volunteers, heroically fought against the troops of the Austro-German coalition. May the blue, yellow, and red, the three colors of the Romanian nation, forever fly over this blessed land. I just wanted to call the priest. Go back. It was nighttime when I left. Oh boy, I just threw 2 days in the trash. I just want to call the priest. There it is.
Always hanging around outside, if that ain't a shame. Of course, he's got no more parents. Lives with his uncle, who barely takes care of him.
Talking about that. This is like flickery in here. Is that the candle or is that the game?
A lovely girl. But she's got a way about her, if you see what I mean. You can tell right off she's not from around here.
Okay. Oh, it is just that, I think. All right, let's make a phone call.
Number, please.
I'd like to call Costanza.
Hold the line. You're connected. Greenleaf Rest Home. Good day.
Could I speak to Father Grigoriu Nigescu, please? This is Father Arno Moriani.
One moment, I'll see.
This is Father Gregorio
I don't get a avatar
Hello.
for this father?
This is Father Arno Moriani. I belong to the Sacred Congregation of Rites, and I'm investigating the case of the late Martha Caligaro.
Ah, yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay. What do you think of
She
her?
was a good Christian, courageous, charitable, and she attended Mass regularly. I appreciated her a great deal.
Okay, well, do you think she's a saint?
Some of my parishioners think so. The diocese realized that and asked for the case to be opened. Myself, I don't know. Things like that are way
What a
beyond
mystery.
me.
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
Not very good, actually, since you ask. But what good does it do to talk about it? Prayer is my only comfort.
Goodbye, Father Grigoriu. I wish you a good rest.
All right, nobody's telling me anything about
Goodbye,
this. They're all being so vague. Oh, yes, yes.
Well, I think I've done enough for this
Yes.
first day at
She
Vladiviste.
was.
It's time to go
yes.
to bed.
All right, let's go to bed.
Wow, I'm dead tired. Got to go directly to bed.
He sounds tired, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Luciana,
Johan, may I come up?
come. Luciana. Is it really you? I can't believe it. Come. Come to me.
This is an incredible intrusion. Oh, shit. Hey. Okay. How did I wasn't seen?
Oh, Lord, free me from night terrors. What a strange nightmare. I think I need to refresh
thank
my
goodness.
ideas.
It was just the shadow people.
What if I went to visit Janos at the
That
castle?
couldn't have been actual people. That was just shadow people. Thank goodness. Okay, we're good. I can't even look at it. I have to look at this menu every time I hit right click. This is so fucked. Okay. I need to go to the castle.
Please, Father, I have something to tell you.
Something to tell me. What is it?
Mr. Stefan Luca, a reporter from the city, arrived here this morning. He's in the parlor. He sort of told me to kind of tell you he'd like to talk to you.
A reporter? Very well, I'll go.
Wait, Father. I also
Take
wanted
this
to
as
tell
a
you,
melee weapon. The
I
broom.
have to make up the room to the right of yours for Mr. Luca. And maybe it's dumb, but I don't dare go in it anymore.
Oh, why is that, Ozana?
Well, it's like it was kind of cursed.
Really?
That broom
What
is
makes you think that?
completely messed
The
up.
spot. The
That
black
ain't gonna
spot.
kill it any dirt.
The more I rub, the less it goes away. And then the crucifix. It falls down on its own.
Come. What can I do to reassure you?
Please, put the cross back in place. I don't dare touch it. And bless the room. That way, I'll be able to go in it to do the housework.
Dude, that sounds like kind of, I don't know, that sounds like scary work. The room to the right of mine? Alright, well, get out of the way.
Please, put the... Please, put the...
You want me to do it right now? Okay, I have to do this right now. Bro.
Here's the black spot that frightens Ozana so much.
Arrange them in your storage zone. Oh, this is what I have right now. Okay, so... Can I not put it back? Automatic storage... wait, what? To keep your workshop... You were holding the Bible. Yeah, I know. I got the Bible in my hand. Oh, there we go. Okay. How do I put it up? Something's not right here. Do I have two crucifixes? Uh-oh. You're duping items. Oh!
Gloria Patri, e Filio, e Spiritui Sancto, sicut erat in principio, et nunc, et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Okay. Oops. Is that bad? The Tower of Babel. Make them all speak different languages. Spread them out. Make it so they can never build a city to heaven. How dare they? What a Nimrod. I know the Bible and I know the stories, okay? I think I did it, right?
This bolt was forced a long time ago.
All right, I did what you wanted me to do.
Hosanna, I put the crucifix back in place and said a prayer. Are you reassured?
Thank you, Father. Thanks a lot. I'll be able to fix up the
I
room.
hope she's not dead in there in 10 minutes. We're gonna hear a scream. That was mean. All right, we need to go to... Oh, there's a journalist in the parlor. Forgot about that.
Father Arno, I was expecting you.
Huh? I thought I had a gun.
Delighted to meet you, Father. Concerning Martha, I mean Dr. Kalugarl, it's very important that you know. She was murdered.
What are you saying?
Yes, I didn't introduce myself. Stefan Luca, journalist. It's a good thing that you're here. Since the departure of Father Gregoriou, this village really needed a priest.
Yet I didn't come to replace him.
Of course, I know why the Vatican has sent you, for Martha's canonization. But I want to talk with you about something else. There's something much more serious. Martha, well, she was killed for defying evil. Oh my God. I should have helped her more. I wrote an article, but he prevented me from publishing it. He's very powerful, you know.
Who is it?
Martha was not his first victim.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Are you skeptical? I was too. But read this letter that Martha sent me 3 months before her death.
Right, okay, but who stopped you from doing this? Was it Dracula? Do you know Dracula? Why does Dracula know you? And why are you holding the note that you just gave me? Alright, let's read this. Sir, I read your last letter with a certain irritation. I must admit, let's see. The people I am telling you about are afraid to fall asleep, hear voices, walk in their sleep, and present strange stigmata. Finally, and most importantly, they die of a devastating and inexplicable anemia. And you believe that it is simply a matter of a nervous affliction? Even Professor von Kruger, the most wonderful man that I know, so conventional in his approach and his wisdom, admitted that it was something else than a nervous disorder. I will send you the medical files. Please examine them and you will change your opinion. Please believe me. A strong force is at work and I will be in great need of allies to be able to counter it. Sir, please accept my sincerest greetings. Put that up here.
Here are the notes Martha kept. Once you've read the file on each victim, you'll be convinced.
He has a headset dent. I don't think that's a headset dent. Fuck, okay. He's in like a League of Legends game. Alright, Road Mender has lived alone since the death of his wife, not very sociable, strong, no previous medical history. September, found unconscious while working near the Broken Oak Crossroads. October, blood analysis, noted anomaly. I'll get in touch with Professor von Kruger. In October, repeated transfusions, the patient declares himself cured. 2 days later, was found dead on his bed, drained of blood. I'll start writing an article on the case with Professor von Kruger. We think we have identified a new syndrome, the P anomaly. The professor wishes that I begin systematic tests in the town's population. Schoolboy, orphan. The child complains of nightmares, sleepwalking, and sedative prescribed. In June, anemia symptoms observed. Blood test, P anomaly present. Blood transfusions improvements, then relapse. In July, noted hematoma on the neck. I'm very worried. Child held at the dispensary. I seek the help of G. We take all precautions. Alas, I fall asleep during my shift. The child dies. I contact the police. Reply. Due to the threat of war, no one is available. No investigation. Unknown young woman. Amnesic young woman left on the roads by the war. God knows how she arrived in our village. Met the young woman close to the cemetery, shivering with cold. I took her to the dispensary and gave her food. Routine test. P anomaly found. I noticed several blue marks, no clear wounds, but strange hematoma on the neck. Police alerted. There is no reaction. G comes to see me. We apply the traditional method, but the young woman leaves as soon as the dispensary surveillance lightens up. She roams aimlessly around the village at night. Young woman is found dead at the cemetery, near the grave with the wild rose bush drained of all of her blood. Police finally come to the scene, but the investigation is botched. Inspector Lupar's conclusion: the victim died of cold. This is shameful. I must do something. Ozana's son, father dead, intelligent but spoiled and turbulent. Mother concerned the child is not well. The P anomaly detected. Uh-oh. I chose not to fight. I send the child to the seaside far from here. Good news. The child is recovered. No relapse. He must stay there. I'm happy but still worried. Who will be the next victim? I will not be able to send them all away. I must tackle the root of the evil. You got anything to say about that?
The documents you showed me are astonishing. However, I'm surprised Dr. Calugarl entrusted you with them. Doctor-patient confidentiality and all.
Medical secrecy is a secondary issue when human lives are at stake. Think of it. The identified victims are just the latest ones. Martha was convinced that there were many others over the past years. No, the past centuries. She wanted me to alert public opinion, but the editors of my paper were pressured. Our enemy is very influential.
Who did it?
To do something.
Let's see. I agree that these files are very disturbing, but we can't take the place of the police.
Martha contacted them.
Dracula controls the media.
No result.
Perhaps they didn't take her seriously. We should call back to explain the situation calmly.
The police, once again, didn't do their job. Call them, and you'll see.
That would seem to be the most reasonable course, if you don't have any objection.
Go right ahead.
He wants me to call the police for them to go, nah.
When you realize the ineffectiveness of the police, come back to see me.
Okay.
Number, please.
The police.
You want the police?
Yes.
Yes. Put me through to the police station in charge of La Vista, please.
Please hold. You're connected.
Provincial Police, what is it?
This is Father Moriani. Well, several people died in Vladoviste in mysterious circumstances.
Vladoviste? You have the wrong department. You have to contact the Transylvania Regional Brigade. Ask for Inspector General Brutar at Alba Eula 22.
Okay. Oh, okay. I call that number now.
Number, please. Just one moment, please. You're connected.
Is this going to be a case where they tell me to call somebody else?
This is Inspector Brutar.
Hello. This is Father Arno Moriani. I belong to the Sacred Congregation of Rites. I've come to Vladoviste to investigate the case of Martha Calugarl in view of her eventual canonization.
Martha Calugarl? I remember her well. Always bothering my men with unbelievable stories and groundless complaints. She wasn't a bad woman, but she had a screw.
It sounds like Joel Haver.
I'll note your opinion.
Like identical.
Inspector, I'm calling because
Doing a
my
voice.
investigation has revealed several suspicious deaths, which all occurred in Vladoviste. They could very well be murders.
Give me the names of the supposed victims.
Holy shit.
Marian Marescu,
Is he in this
dead
game?
in October 1913.
This is like 30 years ago.
Seldrick Maliskal in July 1916. And an unidentified young girl who died in November 1919.
I see exactly what you're talking about. Wasn't it a certain Stefan Luca who transmitted this information to you?
Well, that is...
Of course it's him. Don't believe anything he tells you. He's just been...
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that.
He's just a troublemaker. Father Moriani, I have to warn you. Our country is currently in the grip of a certain agitation. And the Catholic minority isn't viewed very positively by certain political groups. So, if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't prolong my visit to Transylvania.
That's dead on. That's
Thank
crazy.
you for your advice, but you understand that I can't leave without carrying out my mission.
Okay. Concerning those deaths I spoke to you about, I have to point out several important facts.
Yeah, go on. I'm listening.
Well, we have 3 individuals dead in the same region and in the same manner, drained of their blood. That would suggest the work of some perverted criminal, wouldn't it?
No, believe me. It would suggest, rather, that your informant is bored and has a fertile imagination.
Somebody said, when does this game take place? 1914? I actually don't remember. 1920. Okay, any reason to think that Dr. Martha was murdered?
None.
Did a physician examine her body?
Certainly not. Why bother? Her death wasn't at all suspect.
Goodbye, Inspector. The police think that Martha was mad. Her case doesn't look good, but it's out of the question for me to close the file without digging deeper. Let's go back to the journalist to question him.
Okay. So what are you going to say about that?
Good. Did you call the police? Are you convinced that they won't do a thing? Then we can go on to serious matters. Read these 2 letters and tell me what you think of them.
Can't you just tell me what happened? I believe you. Just tell me. You want to read the whole letter? You could just summarize it for me. So your article was rejected. Thank you for your courageous attempt. Now that we must find a different solution, I will speak to you about it in person. To answer your question, please know that I was never interested in vampire legends prior to my arrival in Vladivisti. When little Heldrick was at his worst, it was our friend G who helped me implement the traditional measures. The garlic and the protective circle. I noticed an improvement until that fateful night when I found the window open, the crumbs of host dispersed by the wind, and the child dead in his bed. How could I, after that, harbor the slightest doubt about the enemy we are fighting? Best wishes. Alright. Dracula, garlic, Mr. G, who is like the garlic guy, I guess. I thought a lot of after our last conversation where is the beast hiding? It has certainly changed its lair since the war, okay. There is still the path of the dragon left. I'm convinced that it will lead to my goal. I know that you and G do not approve my intentions, no doubt. There is danger, but my life is not so precious as to prevent me from risking it for a good cause. I read the ancient texts. A few clues lead me to believe that the path begins in Turkey. I plan to go there soon to look for the traces of the dragon. P.S. Upon my return, I will hand to you the file that I have put together on the path of the dragon. If something should happen to me, you will find it in my case. To find the key, carefully observe the order of the paintings on the wall. Martha.
Vampires, hosts. My lord. I must elucidate this sorry affair.
Okay.
Let's subject Stefan Luca to some methodical questioning.
But not before I pee.
The letters you showed me raise a lot of questions. First of all,
I'm
what
back.
exactly does the term vampire
See you in a few
signify?
minutes.
Vampire, vampire, upir, upir, brucolacus for the Greeks. Do these words really evoke nothing for you?
To tell you the truth, they do. I seem to recall reading something about these, creatures. So, if I understand right, Martha tried to drive them back with a communion host ground into a powder?
That's right, with the crumbs from the host. She drew a protective circle.
Tell me, was the host consecrated?
I suppose so.
Did Father Gregoriou know that this sort of activity was going on in his parish?
The best would be for you to ask him the question.
Go call him. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go pee. See you guys in a few minutes. I'm actually very intrigued. I'm very curious about the path of the dragon. I think this is going to get interesting. I'll be back as I'll start playing in about 30 seconds. See you guys in a few minutes. Sorry, I jump scared you. Alright, we got a lot of questions for this guy. Sorry, I ate some sunflower seeds. You're gonna have to bear with me for a sec.
That's the frightful reality.
A
Why don't the
vampire?
residents do something to rid themselves of a curse like that?
Because they're resigned and submissive. To vanquish
Keep thinking about
evil,
the fucking
you have
headset
to be
dent.
strong.
Sure that Martha didn't die a natural death.
She wasn't that old.
Overwork, perhaps?
Come on, she was in perfect health. Just before she died, she was still hiking in the mountains.
Bro, you still talking to this dude? Yeah, I'm talking to him. We gotta figure out more info.
Since the war, we've changed our nationality and our official language. One thing hasn't varied: the ineffectiveness of the police. Worse, I think they've sold out to our enemy.
Sold out to the
I
enemy.
have reason to believe they wanted to intimidate Martha, or even worse.
When I was 13, I used to eat barbecue sunflower seeds till my lips turned white. You alright? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Yes, we chatted over a glass of Tswika, our local prune brandy. Janos is a great lad,
Prune
very
brandy, that
cultured,
sounds kinda
but
good.
he has a rare lack of imagination.
You burnt your lips?
Young Maria? No, I didn't want to frighten her. I don't think she can help us. in
not
any
good.
case. Father, help me resume the task that Martha began. With a priest at my side, I'd feel stronger.
It's not so simple. You see, this affair is really not in my purview.
Burning your lips with sunflower seeds. Okay. Okay, it's like the Bible. Okay, open the Bible and go to this passage. And they rolled a stone against the entrance of the tomb and went away. I know where it is.
Father, help me resume the task that Martha began. With a priest at my side, I'd feel stronger.
It's not so simple. You see, this affair is
There's
really
a big
not
rock
my
in front of the
purview.
door. All right, let's give a phone call.
I have to question Father Grigoriou about this sinister story of vampires.
Number, please.
Give me the stanza,
Hold
please.
the line. Greenleaf Rest Home. Good day.
Could I speak to Father Grigoriou Nigescu, please? This is Father Arno Moriani.
One moment, I'll see.
Yeah, so far this is like phone call the video game.
Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. Father, I have to discuss a very delicate subject with you. Please answer my questions very precisely. It's important. Do you know Stefan Luca?
He's a journalist, a friend of Martha's. They developed photographs together.
According to Stefan Luca, Martha Calugaro believed in vampires and engaged in strange rituals.
It's true. And before you ask the
I
question,
loved this info earlier, dude.
yes, I helped her.
You do know the position of the church on this subject, don't you?
I know it.
Case
And
closed.
I don't doubt
Yeah.
that it's a very reasonable position when you think about the question, seated in an office in Rome. But in Vladoviste, the situation is different.
Do you want me to tell you how things happened?
I went to the dispensary to give extreme unction to Seldrick, a poor child who's wasting away. I uttered a few of the usual prayers, and then I gave Martha the sacred hosts. She used the wafers to draw a protective circle around the sick boy. Was it sacrilege? You're entitled to think so. But the child was going to die.
This music's going kind of
in spite
crazy.
of the transfusions. We had to try everything to drive away the creature that was feeding on him. What would you have done in my place?
Oh my god, this game is so boring. Just give it... Hold on. It's a slow burn. Yes, we are in Dracula 3. Currently, we are just making phone calls for an hour. But hold on. This game is maybe a slow burn. I have heard this is the worst of all of them. So take that with a grain of salt. We got to see this through. It'll get there. Yeah, it'll get there.
Martha spoke to me of it. It's a sort
Oh no, the Drac Pack is falling asleep.
The cross, which leads to the source of evil. She embarked upon it against my advice.
All you've done is listen to exposition and read documents. I know, dude.
Why is that?
She died fighting. I fled. Today,
we've been on the phone for... I feel like I've just been talking to somebody on the phone for an hour. It'll pick up. Just wait till the first guy dies, okay? Everyone, you guys are going to turn on it. We'll give it a little bit more time.
Unfortunately not. 2 nights later, the window opened mysteriously, and the wind blew away the protective surface.
You're not going to be able to bully him into dropping the Drac series?
Dead.
No, that's not possible.
Wounds on his neck.
It's just not going to happen. Because we've played the last 2. I know what's under the hood here. I ain't leaving.
Yes, a waste of time.
This Dracula has no flow. We'll see. Hold on. Give it some time.
The war began shortly after the child's death. I left the village to serve.
I hope Stream hates this so the Smite stream can no longer be the worst one. I love Smite.
We tried to save a young amnesia victim.
Alright.
The girl seemed possessed. She ripped off the garlic necklace.
It's been like an hour. Relax, we got time.
Room every night. She didn't survive long. Young Ariel almost died as well. But Martha saved him by sending him away from the village. It was probably the only thing to do.
Okay. Stefan Luca holds that Martha was murdered.
It's very likely. I knew she was threatened.
At some point, the inn owner is going to be like, you know, I have to pay for all these calls. It's 1920. You have racked up a $15,000 bill.
Could have stopped the enemy she was.
Where are you calling?
Do
The
you think
Vatican?
that enemy was a vampire?
That's not even possible in our current fucking time period. It's going to cost me everything.
If you'd lived a few years in Vladoviste, you wouldn't.
Yeah, wouldn't this thing be able to call somebody
Thank
like
you for your
3
frankness,
blocks
Father.
down the street, not
Of course,
necessarily
you
somebody
realize
in
that
like
after your
fucking
revelations,
Italy?
Martha will never be canonized.
Yes, of course. What does it matter if she rests in peace?
Another thing, if a direct question is asked, I shall be forced to evoke your part in this business.
So be it. But you should know.
If you had the
that
people to
my
route who
only
route the calls,
regret
yeah.
is not to have helped Martha
If somebody had to
fall.
plug it in.
In the end, I slipped away. It was cowardly of me.
The Lord is our only judge.
Talking.
I have no wish to condemn you. Goodbye, Father Gregorio.
I just
wish
forgot
you
he
a
was
good
talking
rest.
until we were talking over here in the chat. I was looking over here
All right.
talking to you guys,
Now it's time
and
to make
this
my
guy was
report
still
to
going.
Monsignor
I forgot he was
Briganti.
even going still. All right, let's go figure it out. Ah, yes. Do you believe me now?
Father, help me resume the task.
It's not so simple.
I gotta read the Bible again. Keep your word. Anybody catch what he told me to do? I don't think any of you paid attention. I need to make another phone call?
Number, please.
Who am I calling now? No, you need to leave. You need to go outside. Okay. Okay, apparently there's... Is it this way? I think I gotta go this way. Save the game? Oh my god, thank you for saying that. Alright, so, what do we got? What's here?
According to what Janos told me, the crossroads of the Broken Oak
Go
ought
straight to get up to
here.
the castle.
I
Okay.
have to keep going straight to get up to the castle.
You need to... Wait, you have to call 65. I actually have to call the Vatican? Really? Yes.
Number, please.
Okay, Vatican.
Please hold.
He ain't even here! You guys are full of shit! He's not even there! I'm getting ghosted by the Pope. Or whoever that guy was, the Cardinal. Should I just wait till he picks up?
He's not in his office. I'll call back later. Meanwhile, let's go see Janos at the Castle of Twilight.
Okay, so
That will
now
give
I
me
have the
something
actual
else to think
objective.
about.
Somebody said there's a stone next to the phone.
I can't borrow this without permission.
Who owns this? Do I have to get permission from this lady? Don't I have that thing on the wall? May I borrow the dragon you've hung on the telephone?
Sure you can. I don't know where it comes from. Some vagabond brought it to me. I gave him a meal in exchange for it. My way of being charitable, I guess.
Can I borrow that? Okay. Thank you. Let's get it. Alright, I took the dragon symbol. I'm ready to go. Is that Mrs. Claus? Oh. Oh, alright, let's go. Here we go. Progress, finally. Up to the castle of Dracula. Okay, pretty cool looking. Oh, here he is.
Hello, Janos.
Welcome to the Castle of Twilight. These ruins are impressive, aren't they? Imagine this edifice before the war, when the erect ramparts had been standing for centuries. The Dragoman family, which reigned over Transylvania in the heroic age, lived here. Its most famous member
Vlad
was
Tepes?
Vlad Tepes, hero
Said that
of the
wrong.
war against the Turks. No, the building is much older, but Vlad Tepes enlarged it by adding the outer walls.
Okay. Was the castle inhabited before its
It was
destruction?
lived in until 1900, when the last owner died without any heirs.
Okay, who is Vlad?
A magnificent sovereign and a passionate subject to study. I think he's the greatest prince Transylvania ever had.
Okay. Thanks for all the info. Appreciate it. Now it's time for me to go blow away some demons with a shotgun. And,
This
excuse me.
sundial adorned the entrance to the castle. A bullet shattered it, and a piece is still missing. I searched the whole area without finding it. That's especially annoying.
Dude. I kinda own it.
Gold with a sable wolf, the personal coat of arms of Vlad Tepesh. Dragon.
Bingo.
It's the dynastic emblem of Vlad's family. Where did you find it?
A vagabond gave it to Ozana. Perhaps I should return it to her.
Oh, but its place is here. The person who took it had no right to pillage these ruins.
Did that open a door?
You're right.
So I just did that for fun. What, does that not do anything? Is that no door opens no secret crypt?
Can you hear? The wolves multiplied during the war. Now that peace has returned,
Is this guy gonna eat
they're
by wolves? That'd be
hungry.
crazy.
These ruins are impressive, aren't they? Imagine this edifice.
Hold on.
Ramparts had
Hold on, I promise. I'm trying to make something happen here. I can't do it. I can't do it. I was trying to lower the volume by like 10%. Okay.
These ruins are impressive, aren't they?
Let's explore them.
The drawbridge is destroyed.
Great.
Frustrating, isn't it? Ah, if only I had the means to restore it.
We gotta get somebody to build the bridge.
The castle must have suffered terrible bombing.
Yes. In addition, the Romanian mountain troops had the dubious idea of storing ammunition here. Obviously, the whole thing blew up.
Alright, so we gotta build a bridge. What's that?
Skeletons. Exposed during the destruction of the ramparts.
They were convicts who died of exhaustion while digging the foundation of the castle. They were buried where they fell, probably so their ghost would guard the place.
Okay. So I can't... Wait. Take the rowan berries?
This tree is a Sorbus
Ooh.
acubaria, commonly known as the mountain ash or the rowan tree.
What can I do with these? Can I make a bridge with these?
I already have some.
Here, eat these and see if they're poisonous. Okay. Let's check the Bible. I told your disciples to cast this demon out, and they could not do it. Okay. Is there anyone else I can... maybe I can go somewhere else around, or no? Okay. Guess I have to leave. Oh. Yeah, the game has the entire Bible. What is going on here?
Bullet holes.
Bullet
On a
holes.
battlefield, it's typical that the trees be riddled with shot. However, this oak has traces that seem very recent.
Okay. Well, there's bullet holes. Did something just happen? I'm telling you, I think the inn lady's dead. I think she's dead.
Greetings, stranger.
Oh,
Hello, I'm Father Arno Moriani.
hi.
I am Luana, the gypsy. Tell me, priest, do you want to know the future?
I'd prefer to ask you about the past and the present.
Do you know Martha?
Yes. She did not choose an easy path.
Looks like she just read something. Okay, there are many deaths in this
From
village.
behind the high grass, the wolf observes the flock and carries off the weak and isolated.
As usual, the oracle speaks in obscure, mysterious terms.
What is going on down here?
That is because it does not want to lie, nor provoke the anger
I see
of the powerful.
cups, I see dice, I see, what is this?
Hey, priest, do you want to play?
Whatever it is, I'm
on
in.
the condition that we don't wager money.
You want to play for nothing? That's not my custom, but I am curious to see how you manage.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Examine the dice carefully before you play.
Okay. I got a 7, a 3, a 5. 4 7s and 2 1s. 12s, 3s, and then all 5s. All right, so do I decide on which one I want to take? I'm going with the all 5s. Perfectly balanced.
You only throw one die.
All right, we'll throw it.
You win.
Yeah, I sure did. And what is this for?
You win.
Congratulations. All right.
You win.
Thank you. Great. Any info about the town or people in the town?
You win.
Thank you. This has been really fun. I wish we were playing for money.
You lose.
I've played enough. I have to concentrate on my mission now.
You can't go out like that. Yeah, lose once and quit?
You win.
I guess maybe I could do one more. I mean, I did just win 5 times in a row. My mission, maybe at sunrise tomorrow.
You win. Look carefully at your cards before you play.
Okay, we got this one, and then this one. I'm gonna do this one.
What is the color of the hidden side?
Wait, what? I can see under her hands. It's black.
Pick up the card. You lose.
How does this even, you can't, you didn't even tell me the rules. Pick up a card. Oh, pick up one of these cards? Yes. What color is it? I don't know. You lose. All right, well, bye. That game sucks. Uh-oh.
You are an outsider like me. Beware of the people of this village.
Nice to meet you. Okay, goodbye. Where's the inn? Isn't that the big red building? I'm already lost. Somebody said you have to go back to the phone, and then they put it in parentheses. I know.
Number, please.
Who am I calling? Am I calling the Vatican? Is he back from his vacation, wherever he was? Oh, we got him.
This is Cardinal Felicio Briganti.
This is Father Arno Moriani.
How is your investigation going?
A journalist friend of Martha Kelugaro has a strange story to tell. He maintains she was assassinated by a dark power.
What? And what do the police think?
According to them, the reporter is a pathological liar, and Martha wasn't right in the head. As for me, I'm coming to more or less the same conclusions. I have proof that Martha believed in vampires and kept them away with the sacred host.
So we don't believe it. We're going to get attacked by a vampire in about 5 minutes when we hang this phone up.
What a disappointment. And as for those vampire stories, tell me, was the parish priest aware of this?
Yes.
And he did nothing? Said nothing?
Well, that is...
Don't tell me he took part in these magical rites.
In fact, yes.
He's gonna strip him of his priest license.
And was he paid for that?
I have no reason to think so. He seemed entirely disinterested and sincere to me. And he's very sick.
Well, rest assured that I don't want to incriminate him personally, but we have to react at once, or people will say the Catholic Church encourages superstition. Stay near your phone, please, Arno. I'll make 2 calls and get right back to you.
All right, I think we're done. I think we're done with the first. Do I answer this? What's the protocol here? Who's calling Who's calling me?
This is Father Arno Moriani.
We were just talking.
I've informed the Diocese of Alba Iulia.
Sorry, we got disconnected. The cell phone signal is dog shit in the Vatican here.
About what you're putting forth?
Did I drop or did you?
Father Gregoriou seems conclusive to me.
How could a priest encourage practices of the sort? That's the crux of the matter. I spoke about it upstairs and learned to my consternation that we're not dealing with an isolated instance.
He said he was going to call you back. Yeah, dude, he didn't do anything.
This is the 20th
He hung the phone up and redialed me. He didn't call anybody else.
In vampires. It's probably connected to the success of certain novels that have troubled impressionable minds. And so, I have new instructions for you.
Here we go, instructions.
I suppose that I close the Calugaro file then?
Certainly. And you open another one on vampires.
Excuse me?
You heard me right. Study the legend. Demolish it. Prove that it is not based on reality. We'll give your report widespread distribution.
Yes, but hasn't the Church already taken a position on the question?
To be sure. Benedict XIV formally condemned belief in vampires, but that was 2 centuries ago. It's time to bring his message up to date.
What happened to that Freddy Krueger guy?
What exactly am I to do?
Seek the origins of the myth, but also pay attention to its literary aspects, its recent manifestations. Show that those phenomena that terrorize the naive...
So we are tasked with proving that Dracula does not exist.
Explanations that aren't supernatural. Let me insist on one point, Arno. For your research, it's important that you consult the best scientific experts. We need the authority of a doctor and a historian to support your conclusions.
I know, Doctor.
Do you think that a rational discourse can vanquish superstition?
I know the battle is never definitively won, but it must be fought. I hope the task doesn't seem too daunting for you.
Not at all. You're entrusting me with an unexpected job, but a very interesting one. I'll get at it without delay.
I'm counting on
How do you like this one? Yeah, I'm stealing some chat. I'm going to add to it, though. They said a priest, a doctor, and historian walk into a bar. Have you heard this one, Father? A priest, a doctor, and a historian walk into a bar. The doctor stucks. Oh, I think I told it wrong. Anyways, I was the gist of it. I can't tell it that well. The village, you just go find Dracula and prove he doesn't exist.
It would seem self-evident, but the diocese might
I said he
object.
ducks.
I'd rather not run the risk.
D-U-C-K-S. Ducks.
Circumstances force you to. If you had to celebrate a funeral mass, for example.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
That phone rings again. I'm gonna fucking be very upset. Okay. Our objective. Consult a historian who is an expert on the myth of vampires. Request the opinion of a doctor. Hey, dickhead. What do you know about vampires? You're a historian.
It just so happens that my congregation has ordered me to undertake an inquiry on the vampires.
Inquire? We have to fight!
Suppose they exist. If that's the case, isn't it
Oh, he's a
essential
journalist.
to study them first?
I don't need
know
you.
thy enemy.
I need a doctor, a historian, and a scientist. I don't need you. I'm out.
Ours is wily and
Get outta here.
difficult to get at, unless we take the path of the dragon. That was Martha's conviction.
The path of the dragon?
The dragon. The vampire. Dracula. All these names designate our adversary. The path of the dragon leads to his lair. Look at this file that Martha entrusted me with on her return from Turkey.
God.
She had established that the path comprised 7 trials. The related documents are sorted in 7 folders.
I know that work. It's Raphael's crucifixion.
Yes, photographed by Martha. According to her, this
first
painting has a
stage of the
connection
Path
with
of the Dragon.
First stage on the Path of the Dragon.
Really? The painting has a hidden meaning?
Martha thought so. She spoke to me of other versions of the same work of art,
So we're gonna
slightly
find this painting.
modified reproductions she examined in private collections. According to her, to understand the hidden message, the original's not enough. It has to be compared to the copies and the variations noted.
We're gonna have to do a
Do you
spot
have
the
other
difference
versions of the
game.
painting?
Unfortunately not. Martha gave me this file at the beginning of her research, for she feared her papers would be stolen. Afterwards, we had a falling out, and she didn't transmit anything else to me. I'm certainly lacking some essential pieces.
She took a photo.
Radically
Yeah.
changing style, you could
Hold
say.
on. What's going on with this
This
one?
other document is a sketch
Wait,
Martha
Martha
made of
sketched
an ancient
this.
bas-relief.
The inscription is hard to make out. It vaguely resembles Enochian.
But the drawing is clear. The figure is
Whoa.
slashing his veins.
I see the sketch is classified in the first folder with the crucifixion. Is there a connection then between these 2 documents and the first stage of the path?
For Martha, there was no doubt about it.
Okay.
Here's a sketch of another bas-relief, from the same place as the previous one. Martha associated it with the second trial.
Are we gonna hear about all
There aren't
7
any
of
other
these?
documents? Nothing for the 5 last tests?
They're all I have, but I'm sure that Martha found many others, if I'd only been more conciliatory.
Okay. So can I have this? Why can't I want to see the other tabs? All right, we got to find that painting. We got to figure out what's going on with some kind of maybe a sacrifice of some kind. Okay. Got it. We need to talk to a doctor or a scientist. Is that the painting right there? Nope. That'd be so funny if it was. I know a doctor. Let's go talk to the doctor.
Dr. Florescu came by.
Great.
She asked for you to go to the dispensary because she needs blood donors, if you're so inclined.
Fine, I'll go there.
Whoa, way too much to talk to you about.
Tell me, Father, do you think Martha will be sanctified?
Do you mean canonized?
Yeah, that's it. I hope she'll be canonized. A saint and a pilgrimage. That's what
Definitely a
Vatican
vampire.
is missing. That'd sure make people
All right, our first
come,
kill of
you
the game
know.
is coming up.
I
How do you think it's
haven't
gonna
the
happen?
heart to tell him the truth.
Axe. Gun. Push out window. How's it gonna go down?
Come in. It's open.
Way too friendly. Save it.
It'd be better for me to call from the inn.
I was gonna call the Vatican.
This isn't the right time.
Why not? She's in the other. Oh, hello. How are you?
Thank you for stopping by. I noticed that my blood stocks were really insufficient. Would you let me take a sample of yours?
No one's taken a sample
Certainly.
of my blood ever.
I was a priest medic during
Unless
the
it's
war.
like a
I
medical
saw many
facility.
lives saved thanks to transfusions.
This is a medical facility,
so
but
you're
I
a
don't, I
nurse
don't
as
care.
well. Then you'll be able to do it yourself. Great. I have to rush off to see a patient on the other side of the village.
Oh.
I have to take my own blood?
What exactly do I have to do?
Draw your blood and place the bottle in the refrigerated chest. The combination is easy to remember. The date the dispensary was built.
Wait, what? When was this place built?
They're coming to get me. I have to go.
What?
Could you mark your blood type in the analysis reports? And also determine the types of the last 3 donors?
No.
I didn't have time to run the tests. Oh, yes, and if the phone rings, please answer.
I ain't
See you
picking up any
later.
more phone calls. No, I don't want a phone call quest either. What do I have to do? Take my own blood, then find out who gave other blood?
All right, down to work. I hope I haven't lost the touch.
That phone, I'm not answering that fucking phone.
I have to sterilize this equipment before I use it.
All right, medical instruments. I'm gonna do it in this dirty ass chamber pot. Where am I doing it?
I have to sterilize this equipment before I use it.
Will I put it in here?
I have to sterilize this equipment before I use it.
Do I just put it in the dishwashing machine?
I have to sterilize
Those
this
don't
equipment
exist, I
before
know.
use it.
Which one of these is alcohol?
I have to sterilize this equipment before I use it.
Jesus. Okay, it was the date that this thing was built? How do you I need to sterilize this. This rubs soap all over it. Where's the alcohol? I can't pick any of these up. Oh, I got water. Okay. I gotta fill this shit with logs? You didn't tell me how to do that. What's this? Give it to me. Are we just gonna drop? Oh. This is bad time. This is really bad time. Where? Hello? You gonna ding dong call me? Ditch me?
Maria asked me to answer the telephone.
I just did! Who the fuck is this?
This is Father Arno Moriani. Dr. Florescu has gone out. May I take a message?
Please ask him to call me back as soon as possible at Munich 321941.
I'll be sure to do that.
It's Freddy Krueger.
Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
It'd be better for me to call from the inn.
Okay, good. Let me take a message. Is pot ready?
It's not hot enough to boil the water.
What are you talking about? There we go. All right, sterilized.
First, I have to wash my hands with soap. Never handle medical equipment with dirty hands. During the war, I saw far too many comrades die from infected wounds.
True. Most detailed cutscene so far. I picked that up. I gotta wash my hands after that. Okay. Let's put this down. And open this. We've got to take some of that cotton out, put it in the alcohol. Measuring cap containing citrate. Put the tourniquet on me. How do I put this on? I'm not trying to put the tourniquet on my penis, okay? That's not what you draw blood from. And it's been a while since I've done this. Can I, like, tighten it up? Oh, do I eat the berries first?
First, I have to wash my hands with soap.
What the fuck, dude? What do you mean, wash my hands? What are you talking about? I just did. Okay, my hands are clean. All right. What is that? I need to put this on my arm. Where's my... put my arm out, dude. Put your arm out. Okay, this is alcohol. Cotton onto alcohol. Rub that all over me. Why is my arm not out here? Okay, this is soaked with alcohol. Alcohol cotton on... tube. Attach the tube to syringe. I didn't even know you could pick these up. Okay. Tube in. Alright, we're in. Now we do this. Where's the needle? Needle. Needle is in. We're good to go. It works. Cotton on your arm. Shit, okay. Alright, that's good. Now we stick this in.
I've done this hundreds of times to other people, but giving yourself a shot is not the same thing. Be brave. It has to be done.
Alright, let's go.
My veins aren't prominent enough.
What? Oh, I suck at this.
I have to make my veins appear to know where to prick. I'll have to place a tourniquet.
I'm fucking this guy up. Okay, wait, what do I... Oh, wait. Put some of this on.
Ouch! I missed the vein.
Oh, fuck! Okay, it's in.
That's
It's
the
in.
right place. All that's left to do is press the needle deep into the vein.
Ah! I gotta wash my hands.
I'd forgotten the needle stuck.
I gotta wash my hands. That was very dirty. I had to wash my hands. Oh fuck. Okay. Alright, let's go. Connect this to this. Connect this to this. Put the needle on. Done. Stick that dish over here. Stick that in there. Gauze it up. Gauze it up. Needle. First fucking try. Oops. Boom.
That's the right place.
In. Drain. That didn't do anything. Why is this not doing anything? I'm pumping air into my veins. It's like a fucking bicycle pump. The tourniquet's not on? Yes, it is. What? Oh shit, I did it. Okay, now.
The blood is coagulated. I must have forgotten something. Oh well, I'll just have to start all over.
What do you mean the blood coagulated, dude? Why am I crying? This is so stupid. What the hell? Oh, I gotta put this green shit in here. Oh my god. Okay, I'm ready. Needle is on. And my hands clean.
First, disinfect the area where we're injecting.
Oh fuck, I didn't disinfect. All right, let's go.
Place. I have to.
All right, we're done.
The ampoule is full. Perfect.
All right, I got my blood.
Now I have to store the bottle of blood in the refrigerated cabinet.
Good. Excellent. Okay. Now that cabinet was... Where is it? I need to know, when was this place built? I think I'm lightheaded.
Statistical demonstration on the utility of asepsis in the operating room. To think that 30 years ago, surgeons operated without even washing their hands.
Okay. So, that doesn't really help me. Test
First,
tube.
I have to wash my...
Okay. Put drops of liquid on the pipe bits. Okay, but I need to open this. Was it not, what, 1905? It was 1905, right? Open this shit.
The door of the refrigerated cabinet mustn't stay open too long.
Okay, so...
Let's just leave the bottles in the cabinet. We need a test tube.
Alright, well I got a test tube right here.
First, I have to wash my hands with
Fucking
soap.
shove it up your ass, dude!
The door of the refrigerated cabinet must...
Oh fuck! Close it, close it, close it! Okay. Alright, now I need a test tube. And I have to put the test tube in here. What do I have? What does the game want me to do? I gotta save it.
We need a test tube.
Okay, test tube. What the fuck is this for? I just dumped it down the drain. And, okay, close it, close that. This is a reagent, and this is a reagent. How does this process work? Put it in the refrigerated cabinet.
Now I have to figure out my blood type. as well as that of the 3 last donors, and update the analysis reports.
I don't even remember which one is mine. Okay. The last 3, so we need 8, 13?
We need a test tube.
Oh my god. So that's 813, 812, and 811. Close this. All right, now I have to figure out whose blood is whose. So this is 811. What am I supposed to do with this? And your own. Oh, shit. Okay. Now what do I do with it? I can't, like, put it in here? Wait, I need a funnel. Why would I need a funnel? I don't know, what is it? Any other equipment I need? Just sniff it. Oh, okay. I need 813. Ratio of simple and polynuclear granulocytes. Analysis. This doesn't help me at all. Oh, wait, hold on. 809 is an A-type blood.
First, I have to wash my hands with soap.
Fuck off. Okay. That book is dirty? Let me read that. I'm going to consult the Bible. Remember now, whoever perished being innocent, where were the upright destroyed? I'm just going to get it out of the way. Okay, I have to combine these, so I know one person's blood type. 809 is A. So if I mix this, then I can't put any of these in the dish. Oh, what the fuck? I can click on that. Okay, so there's one in there. All right, so this is my... No. We're going to do 809. Okay, 809's blood turned orange. And then we're going to put some blue in it. It went polka dot. What am I doing? Oh, all right. So polka dot is... What does mine do? Where the hell is mine? All right, I want to see what mine does. Mine does polka dot on right, purple on left with blue. So that does not match this guy. I am not blood type A. Okay. So let's try this then. I need to know anybody who has B. All right, this person has O. 808 has O type. Whose is this? The person has grimace blood? Alright, well, fuck, you just screwed me up so bad. What is it? 808 is O type. Let's see what that looks like. Where's 808? Up there. Hey, anybody seen Dracula, by the way? Can one of the mods snooze that ad? I cannot. I'm locked in the window. Thank you. Alright, that one turned orange. And that, wait, that's purple. Mine was purple on the blue one, right? Yep, okay, that's a match on the blue, but not a match on that one. So it's purple. I think I'm B. But what's the other one for? So B-type blood. Okay, so I gotta write this shit down, dude. Do you think I'm gonna remember this? What about this guy? Grab a notepad. Okay, this one was matched to... This is the exact kind of gameplay I was hoping to see. What about 812? I might just take pictures of with my iPhone. All right, who is 812? 812 is it? You listed here? Anybody AB? Oh, hey, I can just give you the answers if you don't want to do all this trial and error. This is probably, I think this is one of the puzzles people complained about. Oh, I'm definitely B. Where do I put that down? Where's my blood? What are the last 3 donors? Where do I even go to put that in? This one's mine, right? Right there? Where do I determine this? I almost just dumped it down the sink. I would have had to take more blood. I would have had to just... I don't know what to do with it. You checkmark in the notebook. Oh, okay. Dude, people are spamming the answers in the chat. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Get me out of this. I want to see Dracula, not do blood test iPad game. Where's the demons and the Draculas and the scary faces? I don't want to do test the blood game. All right, where's mine? Oops, I did it wrong. Okay, 814 is, what is it? This is integral to the plot. The plot is I washed my hands 15 times. Everyone's just spamming the answers. Ow, my head. I was B, so I had it right. Okay. So that's done, right?
That isn't it. I didn't write down the right results.
You guys got it wrong. That's right. You guys didn't even do it right. You are AB.
Perfect.
Oh,
I'm sure
there we
of
go.
my results. Maria should be happy.
Okay,
I've done my work
I'm gonna take a
well.
break. I'll be back. Was she just here
I
the whole
finished the
time?
sample and the tests. Have you been back long?
I should have come help you, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you
I
should
was
have.
delighted to be of assistance. But now I have to think of my own work.
Of course. I hope your investigation is going well.
It has changed character. As strange as it might seem.
Oh no,
Vampires?
vampires. Like Dracula.
Dracula?
Don't you know it? It's a wonderful novel. I'll get it for you.
No, don't. I gotta take a break. I'll be back. we'll catch up on this lady later.
Look at this book. It's Dracula by Bram Stoker.
Oh,
Oscar
Bram Stoker's
Wilde said it was
Dracula?
the most beautiful novel of the century.
I can't even alt tabbed. All right, we're good. I'll be back. I'll just stare at this book for a little while. See you guys in a few minutes. What are you guys even listening to over here? I would love to. I want to turn the volume down a little. I don't think I can, though. If I alt-tab, it's kind of goes nuts. Is the volume fine? You guys can control it, right? It's good? Okay. Alright, so we just did that. Now, she gave us the Dracula book, Dracula.
What a massive novel. Let's
my
peruse
God.
it to see if there are any interesting parts.
Bro had to scan every page. This game came out in like 2003. They got the Bible in here, they got Dracula in here. How was it that all the people at Bistra's and on the coach had some terrible fear for me? What meant the giving of the crucifix, of the garlic, of the wild rose, of the mountain ash? A band of Sisgani have come to the castle and are encamped in the courtyard. These are gypsies, and there are thousands of them in Hungary and Transylvania, who are almost outside all law. They attach themselves as ruled as some great noble boy. Yeah. Young Mrs. Bad, very bad. She wants blood. Are we speaking as Dracula? I never read this book. You can read the Bible too? Has anyone ever read this whole book? Be honest. Young Mrs. Bad, very bad. She wants blood, and blood she must have or die. My friend John and I have consulted, and we are about to perform what we call transfusion of blood. A transfer from full veins of one of the empty veins which pine for him. When I was 12? I can't believe it's the entire actual book. This must have been a feat of gaming here. To put all of these in one game? Not really. As he did so, the narrow black velvet band which she seems always to wear around her throat, buckled with an old diamond buckle which her lover had given her, was dragged a little up and showed a red mark on her throat. Okay, well, I have a question. If you underlined all this shit already, you just... I feel like you're a teacher. There was a full moonlight, and I could see that the noise was made by a great bat, which wheeled around, doubtless attracted by the light, although so dim, and every now and again struck the window with its wings. When I came back to my seat, I found that Lucy had moved slightly, and had torn away the garlic flowers from her throat. I replaced them as well as I could and sat watching her. There are always mysteries in life. I read it.
I was captivated by this novel. And you know the strangest thing? The author used Vlad Tepes as his model for the character of Dracula.
Vlad Tepes? The voivode?
The very same
Dude, they put
one.
500
The one who
JPEGs
used
in a
to rule
folder.
from the
This is
Castle of
incredible.
Twilight, whose ruins you must have noticed. Vlad Tepes, nicknamed Dracula.
Hey, speaking of Dracula, Professor Kruger called while you were
I can
out.
guess what comes next. He wants me to call back as soon as possible.
You don't really want to, if I'm not mistaken.
Professor Kruger is a great scientist. He worked with Martha and now insists on me continuing her research. But I haven't a research scientist's soul. Anyway, it's too much work.
Now, isn't that a shame?
Oh, please, Father, no sermons. I promise that I'll take it upon myself to finish the analyses he wants from me.
Reading Dracula would be more interesting than the game. Hey, we're gonna see it. I don't care. What does Dracula mean?
The word has two meanings, devil or dragon.
Hey, that blood stuff was really fun. I was happy about how that turned out. That was like crazy.
I know him. He came to the dispensary too, to give his blood.
You did?
I'm afraid not. For me, vampires are romantic fictional characters, not subjects to be studied.
Are you sure that's really Vlad?
Stoker speaks of this voivod Dracula who earned his nickname attacking the Turks beyond the Great River at the very border of their country. That clearly signifies Vlad Tepes. That prince spent his youth as a captive of the Turks. Afterwards, he fought them fiercely.
Team Jacob or Team Edward? Which one's the vampire? Because we're currently playing a vampire game, so that's where my vote is right now.
It's been translated into every language.
Edward, okay.
And I've heard
Team
that the
Edward.
director, Murnau, is going to do a film version. But I don't know if I will have the opportunity to see the movie.
Well, you're pretending you don't know. I actually don't. It's been so long, dude. That game, that movie, and whatever it was, the fucking fictional franchise came out 10, 15 years ago now. I've never even seen it. Wait, no, that's not true. I have seen on TV one time, flipping through the channels, they were in a big field, and there was a big battle going on, and it was 3 people in a field versus 3 people in a field, and one turned into a werewolf, and then I changed the channel. That's the ending. Was it the baseball game? Up there. That makes sense.
I like him. One day he came to the dispensary and took a picture of
Are
me.
you Team Jacob or
He
Team
gave me
Edward? I
some
just
prints.
answered that. Did you just come into the stream 5 seconds ago? You had to have. That person joined the stream and had the same question. All right, well, I did this. I got the doctor. Gotta go talk to Janos. Let's go talk to Janos.
The treatment room.
Thanks for all the fun.
I have to talk with Janos. I wonder if he knows that his great hero, Vlad Tepes, served as the model for Dracula, the vampire.
Dracula. Is he all the way back up on the mountain? I think he is. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got obsessed with Blade when I was around that age and had never even seen it. There he is. What's up, dude? I got some bad news.
Hello, Janos. I have a surprise for you. I've just been ordered to conduct an investigation into vampires.
What do you know? Anything can happen. I was talking about the same subject with Stefan Luca, who just arrived at the inn. He's kind of a fanatic, and firmly believes in the existence of vampires. You should question him.
You're more useful to me because you're a historian.
Hey,
I have
Josh.
several questions to ask you.
How far are we on the
Particularly about Vlad
walkthrough?
Tepes.
What percentage are we through the walkthrough? I'm very curious how far we're into the game. Hey, did you know that this Vlad is Dracula?
That's a legend forged by his enemies. Stoker was inspired by it to write a very bad novel.
You're at about 1:15 in a 5-hour walkthrough. How is it a 5? I've been playing for 2 hours. How does this happen to me? Did they skip all the dialogue? I haven't skipped very much dialogue. I've skipped a ton of dialogue.
The recognized expert on the subject was Professor Van Bergen.
The great Orientalist. The man who crisscrossed Asia for the English Secret Service?
They didn't wash their hands all those times? Oh, that was like 30 minutes of hand
The
washing.
very
right?
one. At his death, his superb collection was bequeathed to his successor, Professor Irina Buksov. Speak
Okay,
about her
Professor?
to Stefan Luca. I think he has her number.
I gotta make another phone
So
call.
Professor Boxoff would be the person to consult?
Without a doubt. She possesses remarkable
Okay.
pieces.
Good.
Good.
I assume she took some of your blood? She gets everybody to contribute.
Okay. Bye. See you later. I'm gonna go pick up the phone again. Is that Seaman's voice? It does kind of sound like Seaman. Is there a new character in here? You're about a quarter of the way through the game?
Alba Eula,
Why am I calling this guy?
Germany.
This is Professor Heinrich von Kruger.
This is Father Arno Moriani. Professor, I'm calling back to ask for your help.
How can I help you?
Well, it's rather delicate to explain. You should know, first of all, that I belong to the Holy Congregation of Rites. I came to Vladiviste to investigate the life of Martha Caligaro.
Would you like me to talk to you about her? She was a remarkable woman.
Okay.
To tell the truth, my mission has changed. For reasons that would be a little long to explain, I now have to investigate vampires.
You guys love this
Vampires?
cool character.
Don't tell
Phone
me.
Muppet.
The Catholic Church has started to
I'm
believe
seeing
in
that a lot over here.
vampires.
On the contrary, my superiors want to combat this belief. They're alarmed to see how resistant it still is in the 20th century.
Yeah, very good.
Talk to
If
the
it's
headset
fight
lump guy in the
this,
parlor.
you can
Oh,
count
okay,
on
thanks.
It will be invaluable.
It's funny that actually that's how I know him. I don't even know his actual
name.
name.
On the vampire myth.
Do you realize this is the very subject of the research I was carrying out with Dr. Caligaro? We discovered a disease, the P syndrome, whose symptoms are quite similar to those attributed to the victims of vampires. So the legend is based on specific medical facts.
I feel like this guy's a vampire.
Tell me, could I ask you a personal question? Listening to your voice, I have the feelings that you're a little tense.
Yes, I'm not sleeping well.
Nothing else? You can confide in me. I'm a doctor, you know.
No, I gotta
Well,
go. Bye.
Sometimes I get the feeling I'm being spied upon. I'm sure it's only an impression, but it's becoming an obsession.
Father Arno, you are sensitive and susceptible, like our late lamented Dr. Caligaro.
It's about these scary horror violins.
They make you vulnerable. Above all, don't let your imagination govern you.
That's good advice. Thank you. I'll try to follow it. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
Oh, the Chad vampire investigator and the virgin phone operator.
Father, we have to follow the path of the dragon. Let's go to Turkey. Since Martha went there, together we'll succeed.
I was trying.
I don't think that my
I was trying to
superiors
look down
would
for the
appreciate
virgin
that
one and
initiative.
look up.
However,
you know that fucking
I
meme?
promise that I'll think about it.
It just didn't go down all the way.
Irina Buksov, I tried to contact her, but I was rejected. She's incredibly mistrustful. It's a shame, because I think she knows a great deal about the path of the dragon.
I keep hearing
Do you
about
have
this.
her phone
This is
number?
horror
Who knows?
movie trailer
Maybe
music.
I'll be luckier than you.
Do you think
I
so?
would- I'm looking
Possibly.
for a demon.
You're a priest. That inspires trust. Call 445-827 in Budapest.
Okay.
But whatever you do, don't say you know me.
I've picked up this phone so many damn times. I am so done with this phone.
Number, please. This is Irina Boxoff.
This is Father Arno Moriani. Hello, Professor. At the request of my hierarchy, I'm investigating the persistence
I'm going to take
of
the phone away, and there's going to be like a phone
superstitions.
burn mark on my ear.
You are an
I've used it so many
on
times.
questions of folklore and popular
Remember
beliefs.
that shit they used to say
flatter
about
me.
cell phones? It's like, oh, be
Let's
careful. If you
say
use it
that
too long,
I've
you're
had
gonna
the good
you'll
fortune to
you'll
inherit the
burn your
library
ears.
of my
You'll fuck up your
predecessor,
brain.
Professor Herman von Bergen. But tell me, what exactly is your investigation focused on?
The belief in those imaginary creatures called vampires.
Vampires.
Didn't they
You're
used to
interested in
make
vampires.
little devices you would put?
Just
There was a
to
little
demystify
strip you
them.
put on your phone
The
to
Catholic
stop
Church
from
wants to
scrambling your
fight this
brainwaves.
superstition.
I
This is
have
like 15 to
serious
20 years
reserves
ago.
about
I remember
getting
this
into the
product.
subject. I am in great demand, you know. Could you be more precise about the framework in which you're conducting your inquiry?
I was entrusted with it by Monsignor Felicio Briganti of the Congregation of Rites. If need be, you can contact him by calling Vatican 63.
Your references are serious. I'll accept to help you, Father,
That's
but I
old
don't
people
trust the
stuff.
telephone. Could you visit me at my office in Budapest?
Certainly.
Hey, new location.
As early as tomorrow, if it's all right with you.
Honestly, guys, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if in
I
100
forgot.
years they were like,
I was
wait a
told
minute.
that you possess a volume related to my inquiry.
They were
A
they were
biography of
sending
Vlad
transmissions
Tepes?
to each other through the air.
That's true.
What the?
Professor
Were they
von Bergen
fucking
left
stupid?
Me Michel Beheim's account in verse.
I don't know. Like I
It's a
told you,
15th century manuscript. Very pretty.
Barney Rubble was selling people
But
cigarettes
did you know
50
that
years
the
ago.
German prose version was
All I'm saying, I don't know. In 100 years, they might be saying, "What the hell were we doing?"
It's a brochure entitled Geschichte Dracula Weide, brought out by the Friends of the Vatican Library.
Published by the Friends of the Vatican Library? In that case, it won't be difficult for me to procure a copy. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye, Father.
We already have the science. It's been well studied.
I have to call
and the
Monsignor
well-studied
Briganti
cigarette.
to alert him that I'm going to Budapest.
Flavor there with the filter on the end, and that filter filters out all the bad stuff. Taken from Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. Filtered cigarettes. Stop spreading conspiracy. I'm not spreading a conspiracy. I'm just saying that's. I don't know. Who knows what the fuck we're gonna figure out? They might find out 500 years from now that apples were poison and screwing up our fucking DNA. I don't know. This music is not helping me.
I have to call Monsignor Briganti to alert him that I'm going to Budapest.
Oh my god, I have to call another fucking guy.
Number, please.
Who do I have so many phone numbers? Who does it want me to call?
This is Cardinal Felicio Briganti.
This is Father Arno Moriani. I intend to go have a discussion with Professor Irina Boxov in Budapest to complete my file on vampires.
This one is not
Very
good.
good.
I gotta be honest with you, Dracula 3 sucks.
Directly afterwards?
All we've done is
If you
made
don't
phone
see
calls
any
for fucking
problem with
3
it,
hours.
I'll go back to Vladoviste first. I'll be more tranquil there to write out my conclusions.
Ah, an excellent idea. You'll be able to take advantage of the fresh country air. I also plan on spending a week or two in the country.
Oh, I almost forgot. Could you have a work that was published by the Friends of the Vatican Library sent to me?
Certainly.
It's a bound volume. Geschichte Dracula Weide.
The switch up,
reprinted
he
in
switched up so
1905.
bad.
No problem.
No, I think the game
I'll send
switched
it
up
to you
on
when
us.
you're in. Let me insist on one point, Arno. For your research, it's important that you consult the best scientific experts. We need the authority of a doctor and a historian to
Yeah,
support
we
your
have to
conclusions.
assemble the
I understand.
Avengers. I get it.
And after you've finished your work, make sure you get some rest.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
I might just be like an ADHD Andy, right? But if you have, here's my opinion on all this, on the whole world, on the world of video games and everything, stuff like this. You got let me shoot a guy in the chest with a crossbow, right? And have like a chase scene where I run away. Let it open up with a werewolf chasing me, and I shoot him in the fucking neck with a crossbow. And then have me do like a puzzle, and then let me make all the phone calls. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that I'm fine making all the phone calls if I shot a werewolf in the neck with a crossbow 3 hours ago. Should I tell this guy that I'm leaving? Where even is the train?
Ozana, I'm leaving for Budapest for a day or two. Would you please keep my room?
Well, that is...
Naturally, I'll pay you for my keep, even for the nights that I'm not here.
In that case, of course, Father. I'll keep your room for you.
Slow burn. I know. I'm gonna reserve all my thoughts. I am not giving up on Dracula 3. I'm very intrigued about this Path of the Dragon. I'm very intrigued about the blood stuff. Let's see what happens when we get on this train. Okay? Everything that I just said, we might get attacked on the train. Right? It's possible that a vampire is sitting there with a newspaper up and he's got a big, 10-gallon hat on or whatever. And we walk by and he puts the newspaper down and he has red eyes. And then we get attacked on the train and there's a fists up FPS sequence where both your fists are in frame and it's like a punch, 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 dodge, dodge, block, block, block with the two big detailed fists facing you. You know what I'm saying? That could happen right now. No, I fell asleep on the train. Alright, I'm happy about that. That's fine. 8 a.m. Budapest. Herman van Bergen.
I won't go in without knocking. This is no time to leave.
Come in.
Hey, yeah, you got a phone?
Father Arno, I presume? You didn't have too much difficulty finding my office?
No. The concierge told me what I needed to know. You have a wonderful place.
All the art objects surrounding me were bequeathed by my mentor and friend, the late Professor Herman van Bergen.
I know his reputation. He was a great traveler.
And a distinguished scholar. But tell me, did you have a pleasant journey?
Yes, thank you. I admired the Transylvanian landscape, then I fell asleep.
He's full of shit. He slept the whole
time. And
time.
you've come from Transylvania?
From Vladiviste, to be precise.
The homeland of Vlad the Impaler. You made the right choice of locales to investigate vampires. Herman went there too when he was young.
Okay. What is the source of the belief in vampires?
The first trace we have stems from ancient Babylon. The creation poem contains sinister allusions to Lilith, the unappeasable, who sucks the blood of newborns. Several centuries later, the Odyssey evokes dead people who crowd together to drink at a blood-filled ditch. But it's in Europe, beginning in the 14th century, that veritable epidemics of vampirism are described. They would continue until the 18th century, a period which left us much written testimony.
For example?
The famous Visum Repertum report, written in 1732 by a retired Austrian military doctor. In it, we learn in abundant detail how Serbian peasants open a vampire's grave and execute him by driving a stake through his heart.
What an energetic method.
It's very widespread.
I gotta pay attention. I keep looking over and you guys are
in
just
other
saying
places,
crazy
it's
shit.
made of hawthorn, from which Christ's crown of thorns
Somebody
was
said
woven.
the Pringles mustache hair, and it is, I guess it's perfect. It does look like the front of a Pringles can.
Without
me
this
this book.
catalog associating each book with its call number, I'd be lost in my own library.
What with this book?
I won't examine this document without permission. I won't examine this document without permission.
Can I read your books? Let me consult the Bible. Okay. We have to exhaust dialogue here?
He never told me. I've had various hypotheses, of course, but I must confess, the question intrigues me. And to think that the answer might lie behind you. The personal papers of Herman are in this strongbox. He died suddenly and didn't have the time to give me the code for opening
Puzzle!
Can I try to open it? I'm no expert in the matter, but with a little luck.
it. Gladly. I'd be very grateful if you managed to open Herman's strongbox.
This is a challenge? You want me to go open it? Okay. It's gonna be Dracula.
This lock is incredibly noisy.
I was gonna say,
Has my ear
I can do
become
it.
more sensitive. I can't get over how clearly I can hear the mechanism.
Why am I getting superpowers? MD. All right, Doctor. Doctor CC. Doctor CCC. Dr. CCCCX. X.
I found the combination. MDCCCXX. Looks like a number in Roman numerals.
Thank you for opening the strongbox, Father. Would you be so kind as to deposit the contents on my desk?
Sure. Somebody's finger in there.
A wax cylinder and a letter. Let's see the letter.
What's it say?
Very interesting. Are you familiar with the name of Bram Stoker?
He's the author of Dracula. I had the opportunity of perusing his novel.
Did you know it was Bram?
This is
It was
a letter
Bram
from Mr.
Stoker's
Stoker addressed
Dracula.
to Herman. Read it.
Not you know Bram Stoker. Is it's Frankenstein. It's Dr. Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein's monster, and everyone says that. Did you know that? Did you know that? Who's Igor? Master, I must admit that your last letter caused me some grief. I hereby hope to reassure you, and above all, convince you that I did not misuse the fascinating history that you recounted. I'm doing Adam Sandler. Above all, please know that I have never doubted the gravity of this matter. It is precisely for that reason that I found it in good source of inspiration. I understand that you do not wish to be troubled since all you did was to perform your duty. However, during that memorable meeting at the club, you most certainly suggested that we employ prudence and discretion, but you did not require us to keep an absolute secret. Why act in such a manner if not because you wished in one way or another to warn humanity against the terrible danger that you had faced? And is this not the real reason for which you confided in us? Or, if it is impossible to reveal the naked truth without bringing you any prejudice, what better means of warning our contemporaries against the lords of the night than a novel that reveals their tricks and especially the means to destroy them? Thus I had reason to, and that is why I wrote Dracula, this book of which you disapprove today. Consider, however, that I have moved the action from Transylvania to England, that I created two distinct characters from your Luciania. In other words, that I considerably altered your story, which must we note, recounts events that are already 24 years old. Is this not enough to protect you? As to your other criticisms, do not they contradict the first ones? Because after having reproached me for having disclosed too much, you accused me of deforming and watering down the facts. It is true that I often let my imagination and sensibility guide my quill. The greatest liberty that I took was no doubt to give my novel a happy end. But the story of a failure could have generated such distress when we wished, on the contrary, to inspire hope and the desire to fight. He's having a Bram stroke. Finally, you write, I would have preferred that you do not quote me, to my deepest regret, in order to respect your will. I've struck out from the drafts your real family name. will you at least allow me to designate you by the Latin form of your name? Arminius. Without that, I would feel guilty of literary ingratitude. Please accept my sincere devotion and admiration. Bram Stoker.
So then Stoker was inspired by a story told him by Professor von Bergen, the story of events that had taken place in Transylvania. Perhaps in Vladoviste?
It's probable.
Did you know that Professor van Bergen knew Bram Stoker?
Yes, but I ignored all the details that are recounted in this letter. I only knew that Stoker had cited Herman among the sources inspiring him, and Herman was not flattered.
Had the professor foreseen the novel's success?
In no way. One day he told me
Somebody's got to get eaten by a bat soon, or I'm going to lose my mind.
Man didn't understand half of what I told
That
him.
glass has to shatter, and 2
Errors
bats
that
have to
could
come in,
cost people their
human-sized.
lives. Fortunately, his book will be quickly forgotten. That's true, but it's very hard to find one's way in it. Herman had a very particular way of storing his books.
I'm only basing this
Let's
on
say he
Dracula 1 and
classified them
Dracula
more
2.
poetically
This is the
than
this is the
functionally.
3rd in the trilogy.
Without this catalog associating each book with its code number, I'd be lost in my own library.
Okay, do I have...
Every time I
can
take
open
a
this?
volume from the shelf, I write its call number on a bookmark I slip between the pages. That way I can put it back in place without
God.
losing too much time. For the same reason, I use ghosts.
Ghosts?
Yes, there are ghosts
Dragon?
in my library.
Ghost.
That's what we call the pieces of white cardboard that signify the place of a missing work on the shelf. It has to. Reports describe hundreds of grave openings. The vampire's cadaver is identifiable because it's perfectly conserved. It often appears swollen by the blood it has absorbed. The blood.
Okay. You speak of vampires as if they existed. Reassure me you don't really believe in them, do you?
What do you mean by believe, Father?
I mean, do you think that vampires have a real, objective existence?
Real or objective? You must choose, Father. Because the only immediate reality is subjective. The rest are just hypotheses.
All right, your viewpoint is unassailable. So let me reformulate my
Okay,
question.
has
According
vampires
to
been
you,
demonstrated?
Jean-Jacques Rousseau said, if ever there was in the world a warranted and proven history,
Jacques
it is
Rousseau?
that of vampires. Nothing is lacking.
Isn't there a
Official
Jacques...
reports, affidavits of well-known people, of surgeons,
Isn't there a
of
Jacques
priests,
Cousteau?
of magistrates.
Jacques
Evidence
Rousseau.
is
Jacques
most
Cousteau.
complete.
Isn't what
Yet
the
all
famous
these stories
explorer?
and affidavits seem very confused to me. I sense nothing coherent behind it all. Didn't you say yourself that the traditions don't agree?
Don't take the legends literally. I think they are the deformed reflection of a truth that is even more horrible. This book, The Lords of Twilight, is the most
Okay.
Without this catalog associated...
Let me open it then. Here's the catalog of the Lords of Twilight. Professor Herman was a Lord of Twilight. Oh, no. This is just a gift to Professor Herman. Hoping that, in spite of our differences of opinion, he will appreciate this study which owes a lot to his immense knowledge. Okay, yeah, we got this monsters, this vampires, the lords, Path of the Dragon. The trials of the path are at crossing points of the real, the symbolic, and the magical. They are tremendously selective, and if it happens that exceptional beings overcome one or two of them without realizing fully the journey they are undertaking, completing it requires a total commitment. Okay, so it's a path you have to not waver from. First link. Lilith, the killer of babies. I thought Lilith was like the daughter of hatred. They took that out of Diablo 4. I don't think that would have ran really well at E3. I'm seeing mixed results on that one. I just saw an oh brother. Yeah.
I won't examine.
All right, now what do I want to do?
The Lords of Twilight is the work of an insane person. It's sheer madness.
Father, the war that has just ended shows that the whole world can go mad. In less than 30 years, evil will seize power.
90% minus 2s does not mean mixed. Equals, no, it does.
No, not so quickly, not so soon. After the
was
carnage
like
we went through,
30%.
the world will take the time to let its wounds heal.
You'll see. The author of the book, the Thule Society.
No, we have not
that
seen
publishes
Dracula.
it,
Dracula's
all
sleeping
of
on the
them are
train on his
criminals
way
who
to
will
Budapest right now.
hesitate, trampling on corpses to gain power and eternal life. The war will come because of them and their like. I see it as a way to force destiny, to attain, thanks to the Force, spheres forbidden to
Must
man.
consult the Bible.
How could that be possible?
Father, you are well placed to know that sacraments of good exist. You must accept that there are also sacraments of evil, handed down from time immemorial.
If they do exist, these sacraments can only be dangerous illusions.
Just get hammered?
They do exist. 7 of them. 7 stages of the same route. 7 trials
I'm
to
not
change
against
a man into a
turning
bloodthirsty monster who
Busch Light
pretends to
Sunday
deal with
into-
God as an equal. The keys to the path of the dragon are
Drink some
hidden
Busch
in
Lights
ancient
and fucking
documents.
power through this game.
Take this occult work. It contains an illustration that I would ask you to examine carefully.
What do you think about that? What's the, what do you guys think?
I know that painting. I saw it very recently. It's Raphael's crucifixion scene. Although, no.
Yeah, we
it's
could go
not
Bush mode on this.
precisely the same work.
On Sunday.
Excellent memory. It is indeed a copy. We shall point out the differences with the original one by one.
Add red food coloring to it and drink it out of a goblet. I actually, that kind of sounds pretty. That sounds pretty fun, actually. It actually is spot the difference, yeah. The altered copy of Raphael's Crucifixion illustrates a book on the occult from the Van Bergen collection. According to Professor Bogstow, their interpretation of the differences between the copy and the original is essential. Alright, so we have both of these. This is not the required action. Alright, so why
know
don't
that
I have...
painting. I saw it very recently. It's Raphael's crucifix.
Excellent memory. It is indeed a copy.
Oh,
We shall
God.
point out the differences with the original one by one.
This is how I play these games. We go like this. I just click until I find one. It sucks wicked bad when the game knows you're going to do this, and every time you click, there's an X and you lose a life. That's how you stop the player from being a piece of shit. I didn't find anything wrong with this. What does it want? What does it actually want me to do? I can't really do anything. I can't move anything. I can't touch anything. Where's the actual little picture of it? Here we go. All right. So this is 9. The fake one is colored. Yeah, I mean it's good, but she took a picture of it. Hey, dude, one's in black and white. Yeah, this one's I know this one's colored in. Are there any differences at all? Yeah, okay. Where's the shit? How do I say there's nothing in your hand? I solved it.
The keys to the path of the dragon are hidden in ancient documents.
I know that painting.
Excellent.
I just
memory.
found one.
It is indeed a copy.
How come I can't click right here? You get a Switch too? I have not. Read the top. Oh my fucking god.
In the original painting, the angel on the left holds 2 chalices.
Why didn't she say this before?
Sure.
I
remember
was
that very
going
well.
back and forth between the two of these.
In your copy, the angel on the left is only holding 1 chalice.
Absolutely.
They're
That's
doing
the
it.
most
I'm not even
flagrant
playing
difference.
it. They're
There's
playing it.
another one, but you'll need a magnifying glass to see it. Focus your magnifying glass on the base of the cross.
They're actually playing it. I'm not.
Inscription, but it's in ancient Enochian. Do not let your blood flow in vain.
I'm not even reading that.
Strange locution. What meaning do you ascribe to all this?
Herman had an idea on the subject.
Okay. Great.
These variations between the 2 versions of the crucifixion are troubling. You say that Professor Van Bergen was able to interpret them?
Herman was
Thinking it's
convinced
Bush
that the
time?
variations in the documents
no, this
reveal
is for
the
another day.
secrets of the path.
We gotta be locked in
Imagine
for Bush
yourself as a
Sunday.
copyist, seeking to transmit a message to initiates. 2 methods are possible. Either you add an element to the original, or more subtly, you remove one.
The chalice?
Yes, it's absent from the copy, and I think it's a way to draw attention to it.
So we need a
The
chalice.
devil leaves his signature in its absence, Herman said.
Then the chalice is important.
An object is associated with each stage of the path. I'd venture a guess that the chalice is one of them.
Okay.
There are 6 others
We need to get the
discover.
chalice.
What happens at the end of the route?
The initiate must accomplish one last rite. He won't be able to unless he's understood all
I hope
he's
we do all this
achieved
to
before.
summon
That is,
and
if he knows
reincarnate
the order of
Dracula
the
just to throw
trials,
acid in his
as
face
well
again
as
and
the
just kill him.
objects and symbols related to each of them.
Okay.
If you want to transmit forbidden,
Anything else?
that's very possible. Vlad was a cruel ruler, intelligent and determined. He could very well have made a deal with the devil,
Okay.
So he would have lived...
to be sure.
But where would he be hiding?
In Vladiviste? Why not?
We gotta go to Vladiviste.
Or elsewhere. The fox might have changed his den.
We're over a third of the way through the whole game.
It's a group founded by Heinrich von Kreutzberg on the ruins of the Golden Dawn, another secret society. Thule reached out to
Apparently.
Professor von Bergen many times, but he couldn't bear them.
We're
He
through the
always
entire
kept his
first act.
distance, and I followed his example.
And nobody
They
even got
approach
bit.
you?
That one person got a
Many
dream
times.
stake in the heart.
Openly. Not in any roundabout way. Oh, they're very
I think it
clever,
probably picks up in the second
very
half.
influential. I would never compromise myself with them. Do you know the hidden apocalypse?
Yes.
Here it is. This page
Oh,
reveals the origin
I've
of the
done
Great
these.
War. The
it's a
assassination
word
of
search.
Archduke Franz Ferdinand at Sarajevo. The event that would submerge the world in horror had been announced centuries before in this book.
Really? This page, you say?
Forget the direction you
Yes,
ordinarily
he decided to
read in.
hide it in
Try to
a
compose
New
words
York Times
vertically or
crossword
diagonally.
style puzzle.
See?
Casus Belli. The cause of the war.
Exactly. The prophecy
He
contains
was a big
2
fan of
other
Highlights
terms that cross
magazine.
the first one. Look for them, and you will find the date and place of the assassination.
2 other terms. Okay. David. David.
Are you giving up? Do I have to show you the words that
What?
you haven't found? Everything's there. In 1914, in Sarajevo, the incident that caused the war occurred. It can't be a coincidence.
It's very odd, I grant you that.
Stupid.
That's the past.
I can't believe you could.
Now
Okay.
let's discover the future. You see,
On this page, the Thule Society is clearly designated.
I thought it was
Its
David.
name is associated with Coitus, which means massacre. To know more, look for connected terms.
Okay. Massacre. Something connected to massacre. Like maim, torture, destroy. Solomon. Isrigus. Rump. Bam. Templar. Brains. You know what I mean? Okay, not that one. Dumbviride. Immolate? Where do you see immolate? Immolate. I found it.
Are you giving up?
I don't
Do
know.
I have to show
I
you
need to use the
words that you
magnifying
haven't
glass.
found?
No. Immolate. I don't even know how to select a word. Oh my god, I tried that. Why can't I go left to... What? Okay, it's not immolate. Okay, I can't go left to right, but I can go right to left. Sin. No. Sacrificia. It's Italian. Sacrificia. Sacrificia. Not it. Scripture.
Are you giving up? So now everything is clear. At the instigation of the Thule Society, evil will triumph in Germany in 1936. And there will be massacres.
So this prophecy is at the root of your mistrust of the Thule Society.
It's just one element among many others.
That's not
Believe
immolate
me,
or
those people
destroy.
have no notion of compassion.
I think you just added fucking words. Do I have to do all of these pages? Or are these just here for fun? Okay. So, I'm gonna save it here. And I'm done. I feel like this is, I feel like I want to have a few beers and play this. I think that'd be more fun. I will say if we're about 30 or 40% of the way through this game, holy smokes, a whole lot of nothing has happened. They have to have the entire... We're going to get dumped with a shitload of stuff in the next hour or two. Dracula 1 was crazy. A bunch of wild shit happened in that game. Dracula 2 was even crazier. They turned this into like an iPad hidden object game in the third one. Hold your reservations on it, though. Bushlight Dracula Sunday confirmed? Yes. I think that makes sense to me. Dracula 1 was talking to random villagers, to be fair. Yeah, but there was stuff to happen, though. Remember, like, you push that guy in the water, you drop that stack on that guy's head? There were monsters. Remember the monsters in that house? 4 or 5 of those gargoyles attacked you, and you had like a timer, and you had to put the mirror. We'll see. But that'll be it for today. So tomorrow, here's the plan for tomorrow. We do have another scheduled Towerborne stream with the 4 of us, which would be for 2 hours. And then after that, maybe Ster and I will do some white knuckle stuff. That sounds fun. I want to see how he plays the game. And then on Sunday, we'll have a Bushlight Sunday. Maybe we'll get through Dracula 3. Kind of the tentative plan for now. I'm willing to give this the time that it probably deserves. I feel like we can't... I'm not going to stop playing Dracula 3 until we see Dracula. There's your promise. He's going to be in the game at some point, right? House Flipper Invitational Round 2 is currently tentatively scheduled for the 24th. That is the tentative schedule. And the 24th is... the 24th is Tuesday. So this exactly 1 week from today, we're going to finish the House Flipper tournament. Fun day. It was good to play games with the sponsor boys. And then obviously, hey, I'll tell you, that was worth playing Dracula 3 just for the blood part. They're like, hey, VOD watchers, just skip to the blood part. That was probably the most fun. It was charming, though. Probably a slow burn. I am looking forward to it. I really do think that it's going to pick up in the next 2 or 3 hours. It's got to, right? Take it easy. Take care of yourselves. Call your mother if you haven't. See you guys tomorrow, probably starting around the same time. If the time changes, I'll let you know, but we'll start with the 4 of us. Doing Towerborne. Which I'm curious how much harder that game's going to get. We'll see. Seems like we kind of opened it up after the first couple hours. We'll check it out. Sponsored again, of course, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Have a great night. See you soon.